Oh my goodness. I am super excited for this video. It is really hot outside though right now. If I was smart, I would have came out early this morning to skate. But you know, anyways, I'm excited for this video because I am going to try and see if I can do every flat ground trick that I know in skateboarding up to this point. I'm going to see if I can do it in one session. I don't know if I can do all of that in one single skate session, but we're going to try. And on top of that, I'm going to also see if I can maybe land a new trick. We'll see. I guess it depends on time. There's also a small chance of rain here in about 30 minutes or an hour. So if that happens, that could break this into two parts. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be fun. Let's get to it. Like I said, the goal of this session is to try and land and document every flat ground trick I know up to this point. I have not warmed up at all, but I'm going to go ahead and just film everything, because if I land a trick during warm-up and don't film it and then I can't land it later, that wouldn't be very fun. So I'm gonna film everything. I probably need to do more ollies and stuff than just one. Trick number one that I know how to do, an ollie. It is really hot and humid. I'm one trick in and I'm kind of regretting this decision. You're gonna see me really wet with sweat shortly. All right, we've gotten an ollie. I'm gonna redo that switch ollie in a second, but let's get an ollie. Nope. All right, switch ollie. Oh my gosh. Actually, let me do a fakie ollie. Fakie ollie. That'll be easier. All right, nollie. All right, we're gonna take that one. Oh my gosh. Oh, my wheel was just stuck on something and I thought it was gonna get over it, and it just did. It just really stuck. The hardest part of this video, honestly, is gonna be me keeping up with everything that I've done. Gosh, I keep leaning back every time. I really should have warmed up before I did this. I'm just hopping straight into this. I guess this kind of is a warm-up in a sense. But, all right, switch. All right, let's try to get one where I don't have to pivot / revert out of it. Switch ollie. Oh, switch ollie. There we go. The biggest switch ollie you've ever seen in your life. I'm gonna take just a minute and kind of get comfortable on the board. Temperature's dropping a little bit as the clouds are rolling in, but that could be bad news if that means rain. All right, shove it. All right, let's get fakie shove first try. That would make me feel a little bit better. No! I'm definitely having a little instant regret of not warming up first. Oh my gosh. Okay, double fakie shove. At this point, it might make sense to do more shoves, like front shove and things like that. I don't have those on lock, so I'm gonna kind of stick to like the tricks that I would consider having a little more down on lock. Kick flip, kick flip. First try. Oh, so close. Oh, terrible. Ow, what the heck? There we go. That flicked really slow. First try. That was the first good first try trick today. I guess my ollie was first try. Frontside 180. Followers of my channel know that frontside 180s are something that gives me a lot of trouble. Oh, that felt good. That's a good moment. So that right there is every trick I would consider in my like very basic arsenal of tricks. Right there is a list of tricks I feel comfortable doing consistently. We're now gonna start adding to that and see how many tricks we can do in this session. So just to recap, we did ollie, switch ollie, fakie ollie, nollie. We did kick flip, heel flip, and we did a normal shove and a fakie shove. Those are my basics. All right, so for me to land all my basics, it took about 12 minutes. Oh man, that cloud is looking a little ominous. Ooh, I hope we don't get rained out here. Now it's time to do the tricks that are not every time lands for me. The tricks that when I land some of these, I bet some of them are going to be ugly, but I am not in the business of trying to clean up tricks. If I land it in this video, if I land it and it's ugly, I'm keeping it. I guess, is this called a half cab? I can never remember what this is, but I'm rolling fakie and then I'm gonna, like that right there. That was about a like little more than 90 degrees, maybe like 100-degree rotation. And then I pivoted the rest of the way. I'm taking that. Front shove. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I did not expect that to be first try. Oh, things are heating up. I'm starting to feel a little more comfortable. If you like watching my flat ground and stuff like that, I played a game of skate recently with my buddy Dugan. I will link that video in the description, and you should watch the game of skate. We played 2 games. He hadn't touched a board in a decade, so it was a really fun game of skate to see who would win, a skateboarder who used to be talented, who hasn't skated in forever, versus an average adult skateboarder like me. That was close. I will say my big fear with this video was going to be one of my basic tricks, like a front shove or something like that, taking 30 minutes to land, and then me not having the energy to do anything else. Come on. Yeah, that was it. I'm starting to discover when the more variations of tricks that I'm starting to throw in there, the balance of my weight when I set up for the trick seems to be one of like the things that makes the biggest difference and whether I can land it or not. Even more so than the actual flicking, spinning, like where I put my weight balance seems to be the biggest thing, and I really overemphasized it there. Hey, fakie big spin. Honestly, like front shove and fakie big spin are what my 2 tricks that I would consider to be in that next tier of tricks for me, which are like tricks that I can land, but I don't do them every session. So sometimes they take a long time to land, sometimes they don't. I don't know what I should try next. Maybe some more shove-its. That's what I think I need to do next. Let's see if I can do a nollie shove. Okay. So this is nollie, I don't know, normal shove? I don't know what this is called. I kind of feel like maybe this is a video that I should do like once a year to just check in and see how my tricks are. Oh, definitely counting that. Nollie shove it. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. Maybe fakie front shove next? Let's just see what that feels like. Yeah, let's do that. Fakie front shove. And I'm really starting to understand how to manipulate the board in different ways too. And like I said, just kind of discovering that it's mostly about where I'm putting my weight balance. Yeah, I think I got that in just a few tries from now. This is fakie front shove. I think it's called a front shove. The board is rotating the way it would normally rotate for a regular front shove. So oh, that was it. Oh yeah, I think my toe might have touched a little bit, but I'm keeping that. I've already landed more tricks faster than I thought I would. I thought some tricks like what I just did were going to take significantly longer. And honestly, I thought like kick flips and heel flips were going to be faster. And I think some of that just has to do with the fact that I hadn't warmed up. I'm going to do one I know I can do. I don't even know if we would count this in flat ground tricks because my foot's going to touch the ground. I know I can do this trick, but I don't ever do it because it doesn't look good. You're supposed to do it in one fluid motion. I typically end up just breaking this trick apart into like 2 separate movements. So let's just do it though. I haven't done this in a while. I mean, I do feel like I have to do that one again. That was bad. I've been meaning actually to make a video where all I do the entire time is try to learn no comply tricks. Let me know if that's something that would interest you. But I think they're cool, but like my body doesn't understand the rhythm of them very well. My body doesn't understand the rhythm of that trick. Oh, that was perfect, and then I didn't get my other foot on there. Ugly, and we're taking it. I feel like this is going to be the one that people in the comments might say that did not count as a land. Oh, do we count that? I'm counting it for the sake of the video. No comply and a no comply 180. 2 tricks that I know I could land that I've gotten close to landing are fakie heel flip and fakie kick flip. I've never landed those though. Whereas a trick that I think might take longer, but I have landed, is a varial flip and a fakie varial flip. Whoa. This video is going better than I thought it was going to. Oh. I've landed both of them. Another one you might be wondering to yourself at this point in the video is, Jack, you haven't done backside 180s. And backside 180s are so basic. And you'd be right. But I have actually never landed a backside 180. and every time I try, it turns out terrible. I'll do a couple backside 180 attempts just to show you. If I could learn one trick today as a result of this video that would make me happy, it would be a backside 180. I don't know if you can hear that thunder. Session might be ending soon. Backside 180s are so embarrassing for me. Oh! What were we closer to? Were we closer to a backside 180 or were we closer to a varial flip? Let's try a few varial flips. I think the best part about this video so far that I'm pretty hyped about is I have landed just about every trick I've landed in real life. I think at this point, the only two tricks I have not landed today that I have landed in real life is a varial flip and a fakie varial flip. And let's see how long I've been skating. And I've been skating for about 35 minutes. Yeah, about 35 minutes. So in 35 minutes of skating, I've landed every trick in the Jack Skater's bag of tricks, except for two. The basic tricks took longer than I thought they would, and then the medium level tricks were way faster than I thought they were going to be. So this trick, more than a lot of the other tricks, I'm having to tell myself to sit in the back seat. And what I mean by that is like if I do a heel flip, I kind of sit back a little bit to make sure that the board stays under me. This one, I feel like I'm having to put my body leaned way over to keep the board underneath me. Yeah, we're definitely going to get rained on here in a second. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And then I never landed it in the game of skate. Oh, bend the knees and land on the board. You've got it if you just commit. That's it. I need to flick more forward. Oh, dude. Oh. Oh. Well, I committed on that one. Yes, sir. Oh. Varial kickflip. Now there's only one trick I've ever landed in my skateboard life that I have not landed in this session. That's pretty crazy. I've had sessions that have been like early on in my adult skateboarding career where I've skated for 45 minutes and not been able to land like one kickflip. And it's taken me hours and hours and hours. I've had sessions where just one trick isn't working and it takes me hours just to land that one trick, or 30 minutes or so. I've been skating now for, time check, I've been skating now for 44 minutes total. And I've landed every trick in my arsenal, every trick in my bag, I've landed except for the fakie varial flip. So now I guess we know what trick we're trying now. Oh, and here come the raindrops. Oh no, I think the session's over. Rain is coming in right now. I'm gonna go sit in the car for 5 minutes, see if the rain passes. If the rain doesn't pass, that's gonna be all for the session right now. Let me know though, now that you've gotten a full glimpse, a full picture of all the tricks I know how to do, Let me know if you were in my position, what tricks you would try to learn next. What tricks you think I should try to learn next for my progression. All right, I am in my car. I was hoping the rain was going to stop. The rain is not going to stop on us or stop for us. Yeah, it's actually coming down a little bit harder now. So that is going to be it for this session. Honestly, though, like I thought the session was going to be probably like 90 minutes before the rain started, and I thought that there was still going to be the possibility of me not landing every trick. I'm actually pretty hyped that that was 45 minutes and I landed every trick except for one. So fakie varial flip. It's pretty cool actually to do this. So I'm 34. I started skating again as an adult at 27. I consider myself to be super average. When I was a kid, though, I know that the only tricks I could land probably were ollie, shove it, and heel flip. I think that's all I could land as a kid. So then picking it up as an adult and then skating for a few years, and being able to learn all these tricks, this was actually a really refreshing and exciting session for me because it reminded me of just all the progress that I've made over the last few years. And then I was hoping to end the session by landing at least one brand new trick. That's obviously not going to happen now because of the rain. Yeah, let me know what that trick should be that I should learn next. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.